Zdravím vás všetkých pri ďalšej časti z Ryzáka na 4 divoký hon. V minulej časti sa nám podarilo zistiť príčinu rušenia kryštáľov, ktoré Jennifer dávala do megaskopu. Bolo to kvôli dvimeritovým bombám, ktoré tu zabudol Lambert. Boli niekde tu asi zhruba. No a v dnešnej časti jej ideme oznámiť, že všetko je pripravené a môžeme ísť odkliať našeho umu. Ale predtým by sme si mohli pokecať s našimi kolegami zaklinačskými, pretože som si spomenul, že áno, môžeme si s nimi aj pohovoriť. Teraz už ide aj s Vesemírom. Mohli sme sa ho spýtať na ten Berengarov meč teraz, ale keďže sme ho už našli, tak není potrebné. Proč přestavuješ Kermoren?
No offense, but why all the construction?
So the roof tiles don't drop on our heads?
Roof tiles usually fall from the roof. You're putting up walls, rebuilding the fortress for 3 people. Why?
Because I remember how it was, Wolf, before the massacre. We were 20, and that's just teachers. As for candidates, I can't turn back the clock, I know. But I refuse to just sit and stare at these ruins.
Jasné, rozumiem. Ja chápem, sú to veľmi bolestivé spomienky a snažíš sa niečo znova vybudovať, ja tomu úplne chápem. Ach, smutné.
I met with Emir.
Any crowned heads you haven't met?
A few, hoping it stays that way.
Remember the first war with Nilfgaard? Battle of Sodden? The North, all of it, fought together. Temeria, Redania, Kedwin, Edirn. And the mages were heroes, on the field first, then in ballads. Not much left of that world.
No. Tak aspoň sú dobré spomienky. Sú aj zlé, aj dobré.
Ran into an old friend of yours, Countess Mignol.
Huh? Impossible. Where?
Auction house in Oxenfurt. She's an aficionado, a collector. Witcher gear. Imagine that. Old school of the wolf armor, for instance.
Right. A fine gambus on that was. It had sleeves of chainmail and...
Love letters conveyed by a governess. Trysts in garden nooks. You scampering out a window. Last person I imagined dabbling in that sort of thing.
You might find it hard to believe, but I was young too once. Well, younger.
She still lives in Oxenfurt. No age to go there? See her?
Later, maybe. Once it's over. Once things are calm again.
Hej no. Až keď nájdeme Siri. A odkľajeme umu.
See you later, Vesemir.
Jo. No a taktiež by sme sa mohli už zbaviť týchto okuliarov. Už ma unavuje ich mať v kuse na očiach. Je čas ich dať dole. Dať im pohov. Mali sme ich dosť dlho na sebe. Je čas vidieť Geraltovi do očí priamo, nie cez okuliare.
A month of tracking, stalking, but I finally dropped the son of a bitch.
Congratulations. Can't help wondering though. Why'd you keep the corpse? Aim to stuff it? Hang it above the mantle?
Not a bad idea. Gotta finish the autopsy first, though.
Pitvu.
This one was quicker than most. Quicker and stronger. Wanna examine it thoroughly.
Ukáž, podívam sa.
Mind if I have a look?
Wanna do the honors?
No thanks. You cut. I'll grab a bite to eat.
Veľmi pekné, Geralt. Podívej sa na hlavu.
Let's examine its head.
Long whiskers. Protruding frontal lobe, but that's normal.
Trošku zmasakrovaná hlava.
And an earring.
Seen that before. Some of them like shiny objects, like magpies.
And in the maw, yellow dull teeth. Missing its upper front teeth. Lower incisors.
Clearly not a flosser. Fine, let's move on.
Otevři mu brucho.
Open its gut. So, anything interesting?
Geralt si vychutnáva jablčko.
Bits of undigested food. A few decades worth, looks like. Human hair, a belt buckle, a few coppers, and a gold ring. Want to give it to Yennefer? Ought to be as good as new once you polish it a bit.
No thanks. She only wears silver.
That's her loss. Rest is perfectly normal, except for its gnarled liver. Seems like I had a penchant for the blood of drunkards.
Tak ako ten v Oxenfurde.
Nice claws. 15 inches, I'd say.
They grow its whole life. This one was about 100, 110 years old.
Pretty muscular legs. Calves and feet especially.
Let me tell you, this sucker was fast. 1 second here, there the next. Always in the shadows. Could barely see it.
So how'd you take it down?
Long story. Tell you another time.
OK, to by zatím
I
stačilo.
think I've seen enough for now. This was an old one. Experienced.
It'd be nice to figure out a way to determine a catacan's age based on its tracks. Avoid running across one like this unprepared.
It would, I agree. But later. See you, Eskel.
Jo, Eskel má pravdu v týchto veciach. To by bolo určite dobré. No a čo nám povieš ty, Lamberte? Ako sa cítiš po poslednej skúške?
What about?
Je hezké byť zase spolu.
Nice to be together again, wouldn't you say?
Mm-hmm. Just missing Ciri.
Thanks for reminding me.
I had to change the subject. Heard a sentimental sob making its way up from your gut. Any idea why she's returned?
Shortest version, she's running from the wild hunt.
Damn. Going gets tough and you need help, you can count on me.
OK, jasné, že hej. Nikdy som nepochyboval.
That disappointment I hear?
No. Surprise, maybe. Most grow gentler with age. Seems you're growing pricklier.
I said I was different.
Had some other adjectives in mind, but different'll do.
Hej no.
See you later.
Yeah, take care.
OK, tak si brús svoj meč. No my ideme za Yennefer. Dobrý pokec s našimi kolegami vo zbraní. Našou rodinou v podstate. No a teraz môžeme ísť za našou ženou. Povedať jej, že všetko je v cajku. A ideme si pohovoriť s nejakou čarodejkou ďalšou, ktorá nám má dať nejakú radu ohľadom tejto kliatby. Už neviem, ako sa volá, ale viem, že o nej Yennefer niečo hovorila v minulej časti, akurát si nepamätám, že čo. Dozvieme sa to teraz.
Seems to be working now. What was it?
Dimeridium bombs. Lambert left them by the beds.
I suppose he had no idea they could interfere with my megascope.
Co se škádlivá, to se rado mýva.
No, he probably knew. But that's the sort of prank you only pull on someone you like.
You don't suppose he... Lambert? Really? I'm flattered. Enough. Ready for this conversation?
Sure you want me here? Members of the Lodge don't let just anyone in on their secrets, or so I've heard.
Consider it a token of our trust. Now let's begin. And Geralt, behave, please.
Didn't you just say you trust me?
Stop twisting my words.
Yennefer at Vengerberg. Gwynblade?
Zdravím. Nazdar Ido, Kedmilan.
Kedmil and Severn.
Why have you summoned me?
We've come up against a curse. One we must lift. It was uttered in a dialect of Elder speech unfamiliar to me.
I see. The words of the curse?
Vafel Elen, Kedmil Foli, Gledev Don Eptenid, Bondro Isne Iachus.
Trošku ju to vystrašilo. Znáš to na řeči?
Recognize the dialect?
Lathan Undod.
Meaning?
The so-called One speech, a forgotten language dating from before the migration.
The migration?
Later, Geralt.
Take it you've heard the words before.
Yes, in legends, of the kind that do not end happily.
Aj, more.
With the curse.
To a degree.
Čo majú s tým zlým koncom?
Glanville's incantation, combined with Elder's triangle, inverted, of course. They are your only possible recourse. But I cannot guarantee that even they will suffice.
Thank you, Ensavern. Va fail.
That does not conclude our conversation.
Okej. Predpokladám, že chceš niečo na oplatku, co?
Let me guess. You want something in return.
If I may, Gwynblade, I'd like to request. Stop guessing. Just listen.
Dobre.
The time of the white frost and white light is nigh.
And the world will perish amidst ice. I know Ithleen's prophecy.
I don't doubt you know it, but do you understand it? The Elder Blood can initiate the final age, the time of the end, or stop it. Remember this, Gwynblade, for you will be the one to determine if the seed bursts into flames.
Okej. Neviem, či sa mám bať, alebo byť rád, že ja budem rozhodovať o tom. Rozumiela si tomu?
Any idea what she was talking about?
Ciri, of course.
Wish everyone would just leave her the hell alone.
Wouldn't count on it.
Hej, no.
What was that about?
To by bolo príliš
Migration?
Good gods.
ľahké.
Did they teach you no history here?
No. Vesemir figured sword work could be more useful on the path. Gonna answer me?
Naturally. One's never too old to learn. The Ensay and the NN elves were once one folk, the En Undod. Then came a cataclysm. No one knows its nature. The En Undod were forced to leave their world. They split along the way.
So if Uma's curse was uttered in this Lathan Undod,
Then it's old. Very, very old.
Okej, takže veľmi stará kliatba.
all in all, interesting conversation. What now?
You can start by apologizing for acting like a boor, despite my asking you not.
Čo? Som sa choval jak buran? Však som... Čo som... Okay, I guess I'm sorry.
I'm sorry. It's just when Ida started in with that patronizing tone.
You decided to prove she was completely justified to adopt that attitude. Well done, Geralt. Bravo. Enough. All is ready. We should gather the others.
Reálne som nič zle nepovedal, what the fuck, bro. Nepovedal som nazdar Ido, hej, ako úplný buran. Reálne som dobrú možnosť vybral, tak ja neviem. To, že som sa jej opýtal, že niečo chce na oplatku. Wow.
All is in place. We may begin. Lambert, prepare the apparatuses. Esco, go.
Last I heard, my dear, I give the orders around here, not you.
To je pravda.
I believe we made an agreement to seek to cure Uma my way.
I said we would help you, that's it. I don't know what you want to do with them, you haven't deigned to inform us, but it's not safe, is it?
Hej no, asi ne. Asi to není bezpečné.
Just as I thought. Which is why I think we should first try another, less invasive method.
Jaký postup?
What's this method?
Derives from folk traditions. I've used it many times. In 1211, to lift the curse that held the Swan of Povis, for instance. I'll take Uma into the mountains.
What then? Will you howl at the moon together?
A bit of respect. You're not talking to Geralt.
Hej no.
No, we will not howl at the moon. I'll lay him down on a gravestone. Come midnight, I'll give him tea made of hemlock harvested from... But I don't see that I need to explain this to you.
In my opinion...
I know your opinion, but I'm not asking anyone's permission. I'm saying what will happen. I'll be back at dawn, with Uma, or whoever hides inside him.
Gigachat, Vesemir. Už Uma ho reálne aj počúva. Jo. Tak nakoniec možno, že tieto veci, čo sme robili, budú zbytočné. Vesemir sa vráti s niekým, koho odkľaje možno. Z Vesemira je na stará kolona pekný mozol.
Vesemir's gotten a bit grumpy in his old age.
That was nothing. Should have been here last winter when Lambert tried to convince him we ought to abandon Kaer Morhen for good.
What good's this old ruin anyway? Moldy walls, leaky roof, and it's one big fucking ice cube in the winter.
Vesemir didn't say a word. Stood, grabbed his sword, and slammed the door on his way out. Didn't come back for a month.
So, got the evening off. What do we do with it?
Vesemir mentioned some roof beams in the tower need replacing. Maybe we could see to that.
Jo, toto sa asi nepáči všetkým, tento nápad.
We could have a drink.
No,
Sounds
toto
a
je
lot
lepšie.
better than the beams.
Wouldn't mind a shot myself, or two.
Nothing I can do. Been outvoted. Let's go.
Do as you
Radšej.
will. But in a moment, Geralt and I must talk.
Ooh, sounds serious. Come on, Lambert. See you in a bit, Geralt.
Jo, uvidíme sa za chvíľu. No čo, ešte mi ideš vynadať za to, aký som bol burán, keď som sa len spýtal, že či niečo chce na oplatku? Co som zase udelal?
All right, what did I do this time?
No, nothing. I just wanted to take you aside, without cluing the others into what we're up to.
Mm-hmm. And what are we up to?
Sneaking upstairs to make love.
Wow, you don't exactly mince words.
I'm too old to play the blushing bride. Unless you ask nicely. Shall we go? You can rejoin them afterwards. In an hour. Or two.
Okej.
Or three.
I'll hold you to that.
Dúfam, že mi prepáčiš za toto, čo som vraj zle povedal. OK, ale bohužiaľ toto tu musím skipnúť, pretože viete prečo. Family friendly a nechce sa mi cenzurovať, takže hneď som späť. A som tu! Určite všetci chápete, čo sa stalo, všetci dospeli teda.
You heard the answer to that question, Lambert. Not our business.
Hej, no aj oni to chápu, no. Pekne ešte nás žmurkla, joj.
You alright drinking from a mug?
I'd drink from an old boot tonight.
No.
Perhaps instead of getting crocked in deep glum, we could do some catching up.
Eskale, přiznej se, jak jsi dostal toho katakana.
Eskel, that catacan we cut up together. Tell us how you nabbed him.
A catacan? Oh ho ho, dangerous horse sons those.
Finicky, too. Specimen in question only went for young women from the upper classes.
That's like me.
No interest in your fantasies, Lambert. Whereas the vampire, even I'm curious to know how you managed.
My clan threw a masquerade ball for the city's notables to lure the vampire out of hiding. I was there too, disguised. Let me tell you, never had so much success with the ladies as I did that night.
Michal si prací a zabavu, špatný nápad.
Mixing work and romance? Bad idea. Vampire could have caught you with your pants down.
So, but you look the way I do, you gotta grab every chance you can get.
Maybe you should wear a mask permanently.
And maybe you should wear a gag.
What about that?
I made a deal with this young alchemist.
Roubik.
She really loaded up. Fish tech, vodka, magic mushrooms. Went out into the garden. Vampire found her and drank his fill. Fight was an afterthought.
A fairy tale on gluttony for modern times.
Alchemist come out of it all right?
Fine. Lost a bit of blood, I suppose. Hangover was the worst part. She drank nothing but pickle juice for the next month.
Pekný príbeh. Veľmi dobrý príbeh. A dobré je pre teba, že si mal úspech s slečnami, I guess. A čo ty, Lambert?
What have you been up to, Lambert? Any interesting contracts before you set off in search of Caradon?
Yeah. Contract in Lan Exeter. Not to boast, but a pretty lucrative one.
Yeah. Kavir's where the gold's to be made. Know how much they pay there for a drowner?
Shush, I'm talking now. So this giant was giving him trouble, attacking convoys, dragging folk off into the swamps.
And relieving himself on the highway, rendering it dreadfully slippery. You've built enough suspense. Get to the point.
Fine. Turned out it wasn't a giant, just a fat forest troll, and a group of bandits were ambushing the convoys.
What did you do?
Killed the bandits to keep the roads safe. Then I killed the troll. Needed its head to collect the bounty.
Ale tak to si nemusel, nie? Mohol ho ušetriť.
Could have spared the troll.
To eat roots and sleep in roadside ditches? I needed the coin. And not a soul mourned that troll's passing.
Let's raise a mug to his memory. The least we can do.
Hej no, napijeme sa na pamiatku toho trola. Nemusel ho. Aha, pozri, aj on sa napil, výborne. A jemu to je trošku ľúto, nakoniec.
Eventful times for me recently. Kings, dragons, conspiracies, and then I found Yen.
Yeah, we're thrilled for you. But why don't you tell us about Uma instead?
Long story. I was on Ciri's trail. Went to Velen, Skellige, Novigrad, where Dandelion needed saving again.
He get caught plowing somebody he shouldn't have been.
Right. Speaking of old friends Novigrad and plowing, how's Triss?
Wow, vážne? Vážne? Jdi do prdele.
Fuck off, Lambert.
Whoa, hit a sore spot, I guess.
Lambert, not funny.
Fine. Conversation turned serious? Let's talk. Yen, what do you plan to do with Uma?
I said I'd tell you tomorrow.
So tell us now. It's after midnight.
Good point. Pekne, Eskel, pekne.
I'll subject him to the trial of grasses.
Oh.
Only...
fucking what?
Do, Findy, okej. Chovej sa slušne.
Mind your manners, Lambert.
Did you hear what?
Not gonna ask you again.
Sorry. Looking to turn him into a witcher?
Of course not. As I was about to say, I'll only apply the first half of the trial, because...
Because you want to watch him suffer?
Stop interrupting, or I will watch you suffer.
Pozor, pozor. Fakt, Lamberta to nasralo, fajne.
First... How do I explain it? Imagine a lump of clay. In order to shape it, you must first moisten it, or it will crumble. The trial's initial part does just that. It opens the body to change, so to speak. Only then can the mutagens produce a witcher.
Jaką ma Uma szansy na
What are
przeżycie?
the chances Uma will survive?
Not great, but we've no choice.
Unless Vesemir can do the trick with his hemlock.
Might be surprised. Old man knows his stuff.
To by som bol veľmi prekvapený, keďže mu to nakoniec vyjde.
It'll be the first trial in years, decades.
I knew you'd be wary.
Wary? That's not the problem. Those secrets have been forgotten, and that's how they should stay.
I'd be the last to suggest you start producing hordes of witches.
You hardly need to. See, till now we had a great excuse not to take in apprentices. Seems we'll need to talk it over.
Maybe later. Who's up for another round?
Oh, I am. But we're all out of stuff to chew on. Geralt, mind raiding the kitchen?
Not at all.
Gentlemen, pleasure drinking with you. Lambert especially. But the hour is late.
Lambert je extrémne podražený z tohto tu.
Don't stay up long. Tomorrow is an important day.
Jo. Nebudeme hore dlho, hopefully, ale vypiť si ešte ideme.
Didn't listen, did he?
They never do.
What are you talking about?
Samavilla contract Eskel got a while back. Good story.
Finish it in a minute. First, some more fuel.
Ďalší príbeh.
Ooh, now that's a kick in the liver. What is it?
The Gauntlet. Equal parts spirit and white gull. What's that look about? Yen's gone to bed. Time for some serious drinking.
Hej no,
Damn straight. Pour us another. Bottoms up.
treba to okvalitniť, ten jed. Jaj, no, chlapci si užívajú večera, teda no, noci. Keďže už je po polnoci, tak si užívajú noc. A skoro už ráno aj, neviem. Neviem, koľko je hodín, ale keď Eskel povedal, že po polnoci, tak už možno, že sa tá hodina blíži k ránu. Co takhle si zahrať karty?
How about a round of cards?
Why not? Playing for coin though, right?
Jasné. V pohode.
Yeah, Unless you'd rather play strip Gwent.
Maybe I'd finally come to understand what women see in you.
Compare your trouser snakes later. Pouch is on the table.
Aj SKO hraje, výborné.
What's with him?
Don't worry about it. Let's play.
No, hrajeme chlapci. Ukážte, čo u vás je. Teda no, ukážte, čo máte za karty skôr. No, switch, dobre, to bol veľmi na hovno, ten prvý switch. We almost fucked up, big time. Špehuňský. Vidím, že aj oni ho majú. Ale my máme lepšieho. By som bol rád, kebyže sa nám podarilo vytiahnuť Navnadu. Alebo Medika. No, výborne, Medika. Medic it is. Good shit, I guess. Dobre, keď hodím na stôl... No to by malo stačiť, tak budem mať veľmi hard time prebíjať to. A vynechal to reálne aj, výborne, OK. So that means we can do this. Oživiť špehuňa a poslať ho na Lambertovú eskelovú stranu, neviem teraz proti komu hrajem. Ale asi to bude eskel? Otáznik? Neviem, I'm not sure. Nebudem guessovať, proste hráme Gwentík. A vyhráme ho aj nakoniec. Pekná burka. Ale ja to osvietím slnečným žiarením. Pekne. Burka sa nebude konať, I'm sorry. Tak, nabafujeme si. Sežehnutí nemá, lebo už by ho použil teraz. To je veľmi dobré, to znamená, že môžem hodiť tento. Silný katapultík. Ešte jeden. A môžeme sa pozerať na to, ako sa chlapec trápi. Lebo očividne nemá veľmi dobré karty. Jo, nemá najlepší balíček, ale tak čo už. No ešte dobre, že som chcel hrať za peniaze. Easy 10 korún.
Good game, Geralt. Especially that move with the...
Eskel, he doesn't need any praise, just pour.
Niekoho som zase nasral. Joj, Lambert, musíš sa uklieniť trošku. Takže tá samovila.
So, what's this about a Samovilla?
Snared this peasant in her dance. Instead of being happy, he escaped with his life. Yokel fell head over heels in love. Wanted me to trap her. Turned him down. So he tried it on his own with a fishing net. Bet you they're still dancing a mazurka in some fallow field.
Great story. With a moral, too.
Really? What's that?
Stay away from dangerous women.
Chlapi, dáte niekdy jen pokoj.
Will you ever lay off Yen?
Yeah, soon as I trust her.
You brave a fire for her. Whereas she plays you like a cheap fiddle. Way it's always been.
Listen to you two goddamn relationship experts. Neither of you's been with a sorceress.
For good reason.
Fine, leave pretty boy alone before he gets grumpy. Already has that pouty look on his face. Can't stand it. Drink up, girl. To you and Yen. Happily ever after.
No, dobre, konečne dobrá reč. Na zdraví. A nie tamto tie voloviny a provokácie.
Colder and up a nice giant's ass in here. Gentlemen, I shall return. Gotta go drain the dragon.
Mne tady zima není.
Gotta say, I'm pretty warm.
He's always been a wuss about the cold. Remember winter 15 years ago? When the snow stayed around until Bellatane?
Lambert sat by the fire, wrapped in a blanket. Cussed copiously every time it started to snow.
Hello, youngins. Got your own little carnival going, eh?
Čo to kurva?
Is a witcher's worst enemy.
Where did you dig up that bonnet?
Čo to je?
The height of fashion in 1112. Old man probably put it on when he went courting, or in the jargon of the time, wooing the damsels. Men, a witcher's life is not all cards and
To je
liquor.
debil.
It is toil. It is labor. No gurgling babes to wean for us. Nay, not for us.
All right. One Vesemir's enough. Take that off before you get it dirty. And pour.
Oh, I'll pour, Eskel. I'll pour. To the brim. Cause without vodka, you're as stiff as a bookkeeper in a body cast.
Dobre povedané. Trochu sa pobavíme.
Come on. Let's have some fun.
Are we boring you?
No, it's just kinda...
Slow. Pretty boy's right. Listen, there's this game student from Oxenford taught me. Someone starts by saying, I've never, and finishing the sentence however they want. Who's ever done that thing downs a shot. Then it's the next guy's turn.
Sounds great. You start.
I've never slept with a succubus.
Witcher 2. Nah. A Eskel, dobre.
How about that? Expected Geralt might have, but you? Eskel. Still waters run deep.
I'm a sucker for women with horns.
Dobre.
My turn. I've never, after a bender, woken up wearing nothing but my knickers.
Pete, Witcher 2. I remember. Aspoň myslím, že dobre pamätám.
Geralt? Lambert's a lost cause, but you? What would Papa Vesemir say?
Think Papa Vesemir would have drank that round too.
Hej no, tiež pravda.
All right, Geralt, your turn. I've never...
Nebral fistech.
Taking fistic.
To nie.
Skull. Really?
Once, with that succubus.
Aj.
Man, let's end on that. Or else I'll never be able to look you in the eyes again.
Vodka. Vodka's gone. Who's gonna go get some more?
Already went to get food.
All right, I'll do it.
Úplne na sračky sú.
It's that way, right?
Strašne na sračky sú. Lamberte, ja ťa mám rád, víš to, viď?
Lambert, bud, gotta tell you something.
Yeah?
Sometimes you're a real jackass, but I love you, brother.
Sometimes you're a real blowhard. But damn it, I'd go to hell and back for you. Come here, you oaf.
Okej.
Damn. Broke.
Čakal som objatie, nie.
Where's Eskel? Should have been back by now.
Posraná fľaška pokazila objatie.
This is a job for Vesemir.
Nie, zas to.
Again, take that hat off.
Where's that whippersnapper wandered off to? He could be beleaguered, I wager. Come, men, to the rescue.
Okej, tak ideme hľadať Eskela s Vesemirom, I guess.
Spilled some wine and crawled through it.
Had to kneel down to see that.
If I'd have bent over, I'd have puked.
Hej no, Geralt si dáva bacha. Dobre, ideme po stopách vína. Už došla vodka, alebo prečo víno zobral práve? Vykoksa, ale že sa tu potácal more. Netrafil si k nám, šéfe, išiel si čo, von z hradu išiel? Eskel. Ježiš, oni sú na sračky, ty kokso. To bude bolehlav. Ráno. Tak Eskel odrbal Yennefer, však je 22:00, what the fuck? Nebolo po polnoci, ale tak dobre, nechala sa a povedala nám to.
Panting of a wounded wyvern.
Zranená výverna?
Think he hurt himself. Aha, Eskel's close.
There, brother, we're coming. Eskel, you drunk. Get out here.
Eskela trošku vyplo. Haló, wakey.
Hey, look. There he is.
Aj s jeho kozou.
With his ever faithful little bleeder. Hello, Eskel. Wake up.
What happened?
Got sloshed, stewed, and 57 other varieties of drunk. That's right. Get up. Time to have a drink.
Leave me alone. I'm gonna puke. 3 of us get together, always ends like this.
Let's find a fourth. Better. A woman.
Nothing here but Yen. We don't want to wake her up, believe me.
What about that sorceress you talked to? Think about it. We turn on the megascope, cordially invite her, she teleports here. Maybe bring some friends. How's that sound?
Ty už nepí radšej.
Lambert, believe you've had your last drink.
You're just jealous you didn't think of it first, but is that any reason to spoil it for us?
I don't have the strength to argue.
Of course you don't, cream puff. Bet I could take you with one finger.
Hey, relax, Lambert.
Wanna fight? Huh? Wanna? Come on.
Good night.
Jo, ideme spať. Lambert sa zase naserinkal. Má problémy s ovládaním hnevu, mal by to začať riešiť. Terapia je dostupná, Lambert. V tejto modernej dobe, I guess.
Damn. What a dream.
Nej no, ten musel byť dobrý. Hlava ťa neboli, Geralt? Si spadol z postele, tak možno ťa bolí celé telo, nielen hlava. Na tej dlažbe spať, ty kokso. Musí byť nepríjemné. Čau, Uma. Ideme ťa odkliať.
See everyone's up and at 'em.
And reeking of booze. That hat was a memento, Lambert.
Relax, old man. It'll come out in the wash.
Zašpinil ju.
A rap on the knuckles later. Let's get to work.
Vesemíre, zistil si něco?
Vesemir, learn anything?
While you were out hunting forktails and playing with the megascope, I examined Uma. Notice one thing. At moments of, what's the term, relaxed consciousness, he behaves differently. While falling asleep, he'd pause awake for an instant. Something different about his movements, his gaze then, but only for a moment. So I induced a trance, hypnotized him essentially. No effect at first, but as he dropped into deep lethargy, I heard something. A sigh or a moan. And it wasn't Uma's voice.
Okay.
Right. I just don't get how that helps us.
Then keep silent. Thank you, Vesemir. And I apologize for what I said earlier. Have the boys told you what we plan to do?
Yes, don't like it one bit. But I suppose I have to trust you.
Ja myslel, že ten stůl tu už není.
Thought we got rid of that table ages ago.
Must be 50 years since I last saw sad Albert.
Couldn't bear to part with it. Thought we might find a use for it one day. You know how old people are.
Sure. Every grandpa out there's got an attic full of torture devices.
Každý jeden z nich, no.
Right. So what now?
We can begin. We need only brew the potions.
Wait. Why couldn't we?
Do it earlier? Because the preparatory potions for the trial are strongly reactive. They must be administered immediately after they're brewed. Satisfied?
Pekne, pekne. Yennefer sa vyzná, no.
Geralt, make the potions. Here are the formulae. Eskel, take a bottle of spirit.
No. After last night,
And disinfect the tools. Well, chop chop.
Eskel už nechce piť. Aspoň tento deň. Si musí dať pauzu. Ale potom budeš ako nový a budeš síce zase vypiť. Dobre. Tu nás sú prísady na elixíry. Can I take it maybe? Dobre, okej, z tejto strany. Už chápem. No tak, Geralt, what the fuck is wrong with you? Dobre. Na Michej elixíry traf. Jo, na to potrebujem oheň, čiže ideme si urobiť ohnisko vonku. A namiešame si ich. No dobre. Tak, kľačaj si pekne, Geraltík, zapaľ ohníček. A sústreď sa. Musia byť perfektné tieto tu. Tak ako aj naše ostatné, ale tieto tu musia byť tip-top. Odvari traf, ok? Bacha, aby sme neminuli dôležitejšie prísady do potionov, ktoré používame počas hry. Dobre. Máme to. No. A je to. Úplná hračka pre profesionála. Už sa nesú elixíry. Môžeme začať. Môžeme začať s odklínaním. Odkliatím. I am here.
Potion's ready. Tools too.
Good. Vesemir?
Hookweed extract to deaden the pain. I know. Done this before.
Eskel, make the incisions in his veins. Insert the tubes. Geralt, place the potion vials in the feeders.
Ready.
No a ideme na to.
Open the valves. It doesn't matter in which order.
I am sorry, little guy, but it needs to be done.
The hookweed work?
If it hadn't, the pain would have sent him into shock, killed him.
So, everything's going smoothly.
No, but it's within known norms.
Administer the next potion.
Jo. Pokračujeme. Nesmieme teraz prestať.
I'd hoped I would never have to watch this again.
Why'd you keep the table then?
Hej no.
Geralt, next potion.
Podat. Už to bude, šéfe. Posledný. Všetko bude OK, bro. Как sa idú mu toto? Krv z očí mu ide.
Now we wait for the potions to do their work. Might take a day, might take more.
You need only wait. True. But I must maintain the stabilizing spell. Uma's body is not nearly as resilient as a young candidate witch's. Without this, he...
Oh, shit.
Eskel, I'm sorry. Would you mind?
Getting some rags. On it.
Takže teraz iba čakať, hej? Kým zaúčinkujú potiony.
I can't believe we're doing this. Wiping vomit off the floor. The trial. If that's Syrian there, she could come out of this crippled, wrong in the head, just emotionless. Thought about that?
Nemáme na výber.
Of course I have.
me is we don't have a choice.
Not anymore, we don't. But we rushed it. Should have started by...
Gentlemen, the floor's as clean as it'll ever be. And I need to be wiped down as well.
To asi nechá na Geraltovi, čo?
No offense, but I'd rather Geralt did it.
Understood. I'd prefer that too.
Hej no. Radšej, kebyže to je skvelý show urobiť, tak by to bolo celkom akože awkward, don't you think? Pár hodín pozdej. Jo. Už niekto spinka. Jo, chlapče, musíš vydržať.
Yes. Uma's body is disintegrating from the inside. Once that's complete, we'll need to reform it, or he'll die. You witches were given mutagens. We will use spells.
Hey,
Dobre.
Yen, you're dozing off.
Geraltovi nerastla brada počas toho?
No, just resting my eyes.
Yeah, it's called sleeping.
Then do something to keep me awake.
Pinching's apparently effective.
Later, perhaps. For now, talk to me. Tell me a story.
Slyšela jsi, jak jsem brustil z Ciri?
Heard about the time Siri and I went ice skating?
No, not that I recall.
The winter she trained here. A couple months in, she started complaining I was too harsh a teacher. Brushed it off at first. Then she asked me to go skating with her. Didn't really want to. I'd never been before. But she insisted. As soon as we hit the ice, she started skating circles around me, hollering, "No, not like that. Footwork. One, then the other. Crossover. No, wrong. Break with the heel of your skate, not the toes." Needless to say, from then on...
He's awake. It's time. Time to lift the curse. Prepare the phylactery.
No okej, dobre. Už bude po všetkom. Zistíme, kto sa skrýva v tomto tu malom človečiku.
No, I won't let you. Geralt, yellow flask, in my satchel.
Quiet. Listen.
Kowal, Kaniatad.
Okej.
Nevid Severe, Kowal, Kaniatad.
Som sa zľakol, že je mŕtvý, ty vole.
Nevid, Kariba, Endir.
Geralt, the phylactery, open it.
Kaniatad, Tara.
Wow. Dobre. Som myslel, že to neudržíme. Ale Geralt je silák. Okej. Pekný nehet. Toto ale nie je Ciri. To je ten mág. Elfský vedúci.
Havelock?
You know him?
Yes. An elf. An elf. A sage.
Where is Ciri?
The Isle of Mists. But it's not... She's not safe. The hunt.
Kde je ten ostrov mlh?
Isle of Mists. Where is it?
Everywhere. And nowhere.
Listen, Sage. We didn't lift that curse to play riddles with you.
Yvain. Arwen. Siren.
Dobre.
In Skellige. Follow it into the mists. Hurry. Hurry. I tried to protect her. But the curse...
Teba prekliali, okej.
Hunt has not found the Isle as yet. It is a matter of time. But if she leaves, they will detect her at once.
Enough, Geralt. He's not yet free of death's grip.
Zvládne to?
Is he gonna make it?
I can't... No. You saw? Not all went as planned. I lifted the curse, but...
The trial has wrought havoc in his body. Violently twitching fingers, pupils that don't react to the light. Seen it many times before, too many.
Toxins have permanently damaged his nervous system. Even if he does pull through... Do you understand?
Pôjdu pro Ciri.
I'm going to get Ciri. Hold up. Don't you think you owe us some answers? How do you know this Avalok? What's Ciri been doing with him? Yennefer can tell you. Just keep an eye on him. He's not a friend.
To je pravda.
Perhaps not, but Ciri apparently trusted him. We should at least take his words seriously. You heard what he said. Take Ciri from that Isle of Mists, and the Hunt will pick up her trail immediately. What then?
Budeme čekať.
We'll be waiting for them, swords in hand.
Yes. Time we, the hunted, became the hunters. Geralt will find Ciri and bring her here, and the hunt will follow. They'll expect to catch us by surprise, and they'll be sorely disappointed.
We plan to fight them. We five? In a crumbling castle?
Do we have a choice? Besides delaying the inevitable?
Pretty boy could try to round up a few others who know how to swing a sword.
Hej no.
Wield magic.
Niekto sa nájde. Seženú spojence.
Fine. I'll get Ciri and recruit some allies. Bring everyone here. Got a few favors I can call in.
Any good-looking women in that batch?
Exclusively.
Co budeš dělat ty?
And you? What do you plan to do?
I've Avalok to care for. He's certain to die without gentle, gradual magic treatment. There's hope if I help him. Not much, but better than naught.
Dobre.
Boys and I'll consider how we should greet our uninvited guests.
All right. Time I was on my way.
Good luck, Wolf, and give Cirilla our love.
Jasné, však môžeš jej dať ten pozdrav osobne, keď ju tu privedem. Ale...
Come back quickly, Geralt.
Dobre, pust sa na rozlučku. Okay, Avalok si tu poleží. Yennefer sa o ňo postará, no a my máme zohnať spojencov. OK, jo, s Emirom nebudeme spolupracovať. S Roučom, Zoltánem, s Dijkstrou nemusím asi hovoriť ani. Nemyslím si, že on nám pomôže. Nepomohli sme mu nájsť ten poklad. No a... Myšlov, OK, dobre. Takže máme čo robiť. Budeme cestovať po svete. Zoženieme si naše vojsko v úvodzovkách. A potom sa pustíme do boja proti divokému honu. That should be fucking amazing, bro. Sa teším, ako im vytrieme riť poriadne. Nakopeme ich do prdele. Jak sa hovorí. Dobre. Neviem otvoriť bránu, toto je trapné. Jo, nad Dacit. Toto je ďaleko od Dacit. Dobre, radšej tu na koni nebudem. Koňa si zavoláme, až keď budeme vonku z pevnosti. Bratia vo zbraní Velen sa nám splnilo. OK. To bude asi tým, že sme tam rekrutovali Leta a Keiru. Všakže oni by sa tu mali objaviť potom. Dobre, čiže Zoltán, Vernon, Roach, Myšlov, Krach a Seris. Máme čo robiť. Ale pôjdeme po nich až v ďalšej časti. Čiže ja pevne verím, že sa vám táto ďalšia časť z Zaklinač 3 divoký hon páčila a uvidíme sa pri ďalšej. Čiže majte sa pekne.